months, many days, many hours and many minutes are all piling up tonight. And as I'm walking up, Rabbi Yeshivas tells me, make it very brief. But the yeshiva didn't make it brief for my children. They took their time. Baruch Hashem, we have 5 children in the yeshiva. Looking forward to have more. And I can tell you, I am happy, we are happy, and will remain happy. The first element, and most important element in the yeshiva, is to have people that care. To quote this week's parsha, Vayikra Hashem al Moshe, Rashi tells us, I can't miss sermonizing, we have to throw in something from the parsha. L'chol dibros, l'chol amidos, l'chol sivuyim, kadma kriya lashon chiba. Before you tell me what's the subject matter you're going to be teaching, which dibra, which amira, which sivi is this nigla, chassidus, halachim, yonagul mashiach. Before everything is Moshe lashon chiba, there's a student before the subject. And that's something that we clearly see in this yeshiva. We owe a tremendous deal of Hakaras HaTov to the powerhouse in the yeshiva, Rabbi Sharf. Who maybe I can say has more time for my kids than I do. If you think about it, actually, it's frightening to think about how much time the kids spend in the yeshiva compared to the amount of time they spend at home. And when they're off, for the one Shabbos they're off, they're most of the time in yeshiva too, going on Akolas Keilis, or they're in 770. They say that the Rebbe said that a bridge has been built between the oil and 770. Queens and 770 have a bridge. And our students walk on that bridge, and it's a safe, sturdy bridge. It's a bridge of iskashris. It's a solid bridge. It's a place where they feel secure, calm. They feel like they're at home. A Yid, whenever he davens, always faces the Mokim HaMikdash, V'hoyu einai v'libi sham tamid kol hayomim. We're always focused on Yerushalayim. The atmosphere of Yerushalayim was such an atmosphere that permeates everything that we do every single day, and we encourage 3 times a year to come to Yerushalayim. We even have a mitzvah to go, especially, and bring fruit, Ma'aseh Sheni, and schlep it up to Yerushalayim, so we should soak in the Kedusha of Yerushalayim. What happened before there was a Beis HaMikdash in Yerushalayim? There was a place called Mishkan Shiloi for 369 years. That was our Mishkan. Pretty long, but that wasn't the Nachlas Olam. Chazal tell us, Menucha zu Shiloi, Nachla zu Yerushalayim. When we arrived in Shiloh, we felt tranquility. We're no longer traveling in the desert like the Yeshiva of Queens has done in its early stages. We have Menucha. There's a relaxed atmosphere. But much more important than the Menucha is the Nachla of having a place that's your inheritance. You're not a stranger, you're not a sojourner. This is your Nachla la'on le'ad. If there's anything in the time of Golus that resembles somewhat Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, in addition to Beis Rabbeinu Shebebavel, it's Beis Rabbeinu Shebequeens. Beis Rabbeinu Shebequeens is a yeshiva that feels Rabbeinu all day long. It's a yeshiva that lives with Gala Mashiach. It's a yeshiva that lives with Beis Rabbeinu Shebebavel. It's a place which is a nachla, another nachla of the Rebbe. A shliach once called me, and a shliach wanted to consult with me about buying an expensive Chabad house. He lives in a very expensive area, and right now he only has his home, and should he expand, should he not? And he he's going to have to take it a mortgage and beyond his purpose. So while I'm giving him my 2 cents, after I finish, I told him, I'm biased. Is he biased? Yeah, I can't really give you good advice. Why are you biased? It's not even in New York. He says, you don't understand. I'm biased. I want the Rebbe to have in your country another building. Till now, the Rebbe didn't have a permanent building in Queens for the yeshiva. And now the Rebbe has a nachla, a piece of Yerushalayim. If there's anything we can do to show our appreciation, and it's a tremendous deal of hakaras hatov as a parent, both as parent of my own children, and both of all the many Toshva Ashchuna who send their children there, and I keep on hearing from them, and I hear a lot about Yeshivas, but we're only talking positive tonight. There's so much that we owe to the people that made this really happen. And one brick in a $10 million campaign, I think, is a very small price to pay for our hakaras hatov. I don't consider myself the Gvir von Stadt, but at this occasion I want to undertake myself to buy a brick for the yeshiva, subject to terms and conditions that will be addressed later. And I hope that mimeni yiru v'chein yasu, that the yeshiva should be a migdal oyer with many bricks of Klal Yisrael and being mishtatev in this Mikdash Ma'at, which will be a hachana to the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi, where Queens Yeshiva together with 770 will be merged with the Beis HaMikdash, and our boys will be doing their talucha, but just not for 2 hours of walking, jumping from 770 to Yeshiva to Beis HaMikdash, around and around all day long.